Hey guys, Phenix Rods Pro Jimmy Gayhart here. I want to talk to you today about a couple of the models of rods Phenix carries, the ones I use, and what I really like about those rods. As you know, I've been with Phenix Rods now for some time, and these rods, every time I pull them out of the rod box, never cease to amaze me. First rod I want to talk about is the Phenix Feather. This rod debuted at ICAST several years ago, and the word feather is just spot on. This rod is super light, super sensitive, very well built. It comes with the Essex guides. You can see you have a split grip handle, EVA foam, and the custom Phenix rod seat. What you will notice, and I'll talk about these through several of the rods, is how much of the blank is actually exposed to the angler. That way you can feel those really sensitive bites. You can detect whether it's pea gravel, chunk rock, your brush pile, shell beds, anything there is out there that you're fishing, you can really feel it. That's the Phenix Feather. I'm telling you, this rod is absolutely super amazing. It's one of those rods you can use all day and not get fatigued by using it. It's not heavy whatsoever. The next rod I want to talk about is a rod that really won me over from Phenix. It's the M1. When I picked up this rod, I was totally blown away by it. And then after using it, I was even more so just absolutely shocked with the performance of this rod. And again, very high quality built, Essex guides, split grip handle, EVA foam. It's got the carbon fiber custom Phenix reel seat. Again, there's that blank that I was talking about earlier. This is my go-to rod. This rod I use for just about everything I use that you have to feel for. Whether it be your jig, bigger shaky heads, your Texas rig, Carolina rig, even your spinner baits and some lipless crankbaits. But this rod to me, in all of its sizes and actions, is really an awesome utility rod. But what I like about Phenix is constantly making a good thing better. They never just settle, so to speak. That being said, this is really what got me excited for 2020. It's the new M1. As you can tell right out of the gate, it has some subtle differences, one being the color. Again, you got the Essex guides. We'll talk about the butt section in just a minute, but we still have the custom Phenix reel seat. Again, with that same space here that we can feel the blank. But as we look towards the rear of the rod, you will see now that we've gone away from the EVA foam and actually have the cork handles. A lot of people like these, as do I. I mean, the cork handle really is a nice feature as far as looks, but I think it really gives this rod that much more feel for that sensitivity. But what you will see on the back of the rod is there's no longer that grip or that handle, so to speak. I know from fishing all day long, we as fishermen, and I hope this holds true for a lot of people, have found ourselves at the end of the day with that bruised rib or that side where we've set the hook. That not being there anymore, I have found to be more out of the way and better than anything I've ever used, because previously, like I said, that rod digs in your side and it was very uncomfortable. But this rod is balanced extremely well. And again, as you can see, it's got a Picasso spinnerbait on it right now, but I've used it for all my applications. I'm a big jig person. I'm telling you, you can feel those really subtle bites with these rods that generally you wouldn't pick up before. Last but not least, I knew this spring coming up that I would be fishing a lot of crankbaits. That seemed to be the big thing, and it was the hot ticket. I myself am not a crankbait person, but I knew I was going to have to use one. So I got in contact with the folks at Phenix and told them where I would be fishing, what crankbaits I may be fishing, what typical kind of structure I'd be around, whether it was just grass or bouncing them off rocks, and they really set me up. This X13 composite rod is by far, and again, I've not picked up a lot, but I've let a lot of people use this rod. This rod is awesome. I use it a lot in the spring, and it is very sensitive. You can really detect those bites on a crankbait. Before, I just thought it was a reaction bait that when they bit it, they got it. But with this, I can really tell when they do have it. It's good parabolic. It's got a tremendous action. Fuji guides, Fuji grip. You got the split grip handle with the cork as well. I did not lose a fish one on it this year. As you can see, I've still got the DT10 Rapala in a demon color this year that I used a lot, and totally blown away by this rod. I have several of these. Of course, this one's 7.6 because I was doing a whole lot of long casting open water applications, but they got 7 foot, 7.6, and they've even got some of the longer rods for what we'll be using this summer to throw some of those larger crankbaits on. But these are just a few of the models that Phenix has to offer, the models that I like using and why I like using them. These rods, again, very well built, good quality, super sensitive, and if you're looking for bang for your buck, you need to give Phenix a try. Check them out, www.phenixrods.com, and check them out on social media, Facebook and Instagram as well. Thanks for watching.